But God was pruning me for something. I remember that one of my hands came up one day and said, she looked at me and said, when they are looking for top 40 CEOs, 40 under 40 CEOs, your name will be there. I looked at it, I said, me that I'm working in a bank. I'm not even in the office, I'm in Abeokuta, Okelewo branch. Here now seeing top 40 CEOs. But I claimed it, and I treasured it in my heart. And I held on to it. But I knew what God was setting me up for. So I spent 10 years in the bank, learning. From customer service, to marketing, to business development, to credit writing. When my colleagues at work, they would have left, gone home, I will sit down with the task my regional manager has given me, looking at the numbers, critiquing the numbers. I'll open YouTube on one side. See, the basic knowledge of accounting that I have was doing business studies. The basic knowledge of accounting that I have was doing business studies. So for those of us that did business studies, you will know. Double column cash book. That was the only thing. No. I will sit down with YouTube and I'll be critiquing billions. And I didn't know God was building me. So know your calling. Don't be discouraged. See, you will look at the present situation, you will look at the timeline, and it will be like it's not making sense. But hold on to God. Stay there. When I finished, 9 years after, I left. I moved to another place. See, one of the things I've learned in my life is, every new phase of my life is opened up by crisis. Is opened up by crisis. As some people here, they know my story. Every new phase of my life is opened up by crisis. And I'm saying crisis that can literally almost break you. When I left the bank and I moved to Lagos, I started working in a place. When I was going to resign, you know what it takes for? I was working with my mentor. The only person I call mentor. I was working with him. When I resigned, he didn't talk to me for 6 months. Major crisis. But I held on to it because I knew God was opening up another door. When I was going to leave, another crisis. So once I start smelling crisis, disagreement, I just go to God and say, God, what's next? When I was going to leave Abeokuta, I was working in Abeokuta. A lot of people did not understand my reason for leaving. On the surface, it looked like a foolish decision. But internally, I knew God was opening another phase. So know your calling. Amen? Know your calling. If that's the only thing I can share today, I'm at peace. The second thing is know your timing. For every action you will take in life, timing is key. Be like the men of Issachar that understood times. For every action, every single action, timing is important. If you are 0.01 seconds beyond God's time, you are too early. If you are 0.01 seconds before God's time, amen? When you know how God deals with you, you know the season of your life that you are in. And there's nobody that has ever been successful in business that did not understand the concept of timing. If you launch your business out too early, that business will fail. Because frustration will make you shut that business down. If Microsoft launched before its time, it would have been frustrated out of the market. That's why you see a lot of businesses in Nigeria, they are shutting down. It's either you didn't know why you were going into that business, or you launched too early. It's good enough to have an idea, but is it the time for that idea? See, all of us, we've been using nose mask. Nose mask was a popular commodity. When the time for production came, let me tell you, it was not the original manufacturers of nose masks that made money in that season.